No, I have millions of fans like this all over the world. They're just some of them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger almost lost his life on a horse. Jamie Lee Curtis demanded wire cutters in case she had to cut herself loose from a falling jet. The film's budget exploded to $120 million. And then came the infamous strip tease scene that would shock Hollywood for decades. But what really happened behind the scenes of True Lies went far beyond stunts and laughter. It became a story of danger, betrayal, and truth that would haunt everyone involved. It all began one quiet night when Arnold was at a family gathering and saw a French comedy called La Totale. Brought by his brother-in-law Bobby Shriver, part of the Kennedy family, Arnold immediately saw its potential as an American blockbuster about a spy living a double life, pretending to be a normal husband. He showed it to James Cameron, and that small decision turned into a $378 million Hollywood phenomenon. Cameron saw more than just comedy. He saw emotion, marriage, and deception wrapped inside action. So he bought the rights for a single symbolic dollar but made sure the original French filmmaker got a share of future profits. That single-dollar deal turned into $15 million for Claude Zidi. And Cameron's perfectionism soon pushed the film into history as the first to ever cross a $100 million budget. For the female lead, Cameron wanted someone strong yet vulnerable, funny yet real. So he cast Jamie Lee Curtis against the studio's wishes. Arnold doubted it at first, but once filming began, her performance stunned him so deeply that he shared top billing with her, something unheard of in Hollywood. Tom Arnold, recovering from his messy divorce with Roseanne Barr, was cast despite Fox calling him a risk. But Cameron stood firm, even threatening to move the whole project if they refused, and his gamble worked. Tom's role became one of the funniest and most loved parts of the film. On set, things were brutal. Cameron's obsession with detail meant 12-hour days and dangerous stunts. Arnold nearly fell to his death during a horse scene when the animal panicked on a narrow platform. Dropping camera equipment nearly caused disaster, but he managed to slide off just in time, saving himself from a 90-foot fall. Jamie Lee Curtis pushed her own limits too. She insisted on performing her own stunts, even hanging from a real Harrier jet, demanding wire cutters nearby in case something went wrong. She said she'd rather fall than burn, and she meant it. The iconic striptease scene was one of the most talked about moments of her career. Everyone thought her fall during the dance was accidental, but it was carefully planned between her and Cameron to release the tension. Even Arnold didn't know. His shocked reaction was completely real. And that's why the moment became so unforgettable. Audiences roared with laughter, never realizing it was scripted. Curtis called it empowering, Cameron called it perfect, and critics called it one of the most iconic scenes of the 90s. Yet behind that laughter, darker truths hid in silence. In 2018, actress Eliza Dushku, who played the daughter, revealed that she was sexually assaulted on set by stunt coordinator Joel Kramer when she was just 12 years old. Her heartbreaking post exposed how Hollywood's silence had protected predators for decades. She said she told people, but nothing was done. Years later, other women came forward with similar stories, and the revelation stained the legacy of True Lies forever. Cameron said he never knew, but the damage was done. It became a grim reminder of what Hollywood ignored in its golden age. And the film's troubles didn't end there. In France, a court ruled that both La Totale and True Lies had been plagiarized from a 1981 script called Emily Lee by Lucien Lambert. He fought for decades and finally won. Proving his work had been stolen, it was a victory without joy. By then he was 72 and had spent his life watching others get rich from his story. Even success couldn't save the film from controversy. The movie faced massive backlash for its portrayal of Arab villains. Protests erupted in 10 U.S. cities, and it was banned in 54 countries. Critics accused it of promoting dangerous stereotypes, calling it scapegoating disguised as entertainment. Then came 9/11, and everything changed. The sequel that was already written and ready to film was canceled overnight. Terrorism was no longer a subject to laugh about. Even Arnold and Curtis agreed that True Lies could never be remade. Its world was gone, its humor belonged to another time. Decades later, CBS tried to revive it with a television reboot in 2023, but it failed miserably. canceled after only 10 weeks, proving that lightning never strikes twice, because True Lies wasn't just a movie. It was a moment in Hollywood that mixed brilliance with chaos, laughter with fear, and truth with deception. It remains a masterpiece born from danger and controversy, a film that broke barriers but left deep scars behind. If you want more untold stories from behind Hollywood's biggest films, don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss what really happens behind the camera.